This video is about adding content to WordPress. The key thing about WordPress is that it's easy to add and update content. Adding content in WordPress is as simple as sending an email. In WordPress, by default, there are essentially two types of content. There's pages and posts. Pages are static in that they aren't time sensitive and they shouldn't really change that much. For example, you might have a services page or an about page. Typically, posts are used as social instruments and are often related to events. As such, comments are usually enabled on posts but not on pages. Posts are also syndicated through RSS feeds. Now let's take a look at organization and hierarchy. Pages are only organized in a hierarchical parent-child structure, while posts, on the other hand, are not hierarchical, but instead are organized by categories, though categories are themselves hierarchical. Posts are also connected by tags. Also, only pages can be the home page. An individual post cannot, but you can have your blog page as the home page. So now let's take a look at creating a post. From the dashboard, you'll go to Posts and Add New. Now the first thing you'll want to do is enter a title. It should be as descriptive and as short as possible. Next, you'll want to pick a category to put your post in. Posts can be in more than one category, but don't go overboard. If your theme allows it and your design calls for it, you can add a featured image to your post. The featured image will display as a thumbnail next to your post caption in your blog, and it may also be displayed on the actual blog post itself, depending on your theme. Next, add your content. Now you may notice that WordPress will periodically save your changes in what's known as revisions, even if you never save a draft. If you want to insert a picture, just click Upload, Insert, and then you can actually just drag an image or multiple images into this window to upload. If you want to display multiple images as a gallery, it couldn't be easier. Just click Save All Images when all the images are finished uploading, configure the gallery settings, and click Add Gallery. Alternatively, you could just click Insert into Post on each image, and make sure at the very least that the alt tag has pertinent information. To make this easy, make sure that your images have meaningful file names before uploading. I'll go into more details on best SEO practices for uploading and adding images in a future video. Okay, so I want to show you how to create categories and tags, even though it's pretty self-explanatory. So let's go from the dashboard, let's go to Posts, Categories, and you'll see right away we have a form to add a new category. So I'm going to do that, and so we'll enter the name, and you can actually leave the slug blank. It'll automatically generate that for you, and we'll look at that later. And if you want this to be a top-level category, then you can leave the parent set to none. Otherwise, you can select the category that you want to nest this under. As you see here, you can enter a description if you like, click Add a new category. And so now you'll see the category over here. And if you decide, you can click Quick Edit to either change the name or the slug. And once you're done, you can click Update Category. And if you want to change a little more to the category, then you can click on the category or click Edit. And you have a few more options here. You can change the parent, the description, or the name of the slug like we did before. And then when you're done, you can scroll down to the bottom and click Update. So now we'll go to Tags. And as you see, we already have some tags here. And we're just going to add a new tag. And same principle, except we don't have the parent, because as we said, tags are not hierarchical, whereas categories are. And that's basically where the technical difference ends. How you use them is really up to you, but the best way to do it is categories are meant to be used at a high level on the topic that your posts fall under, whereas tags are for more granular topics. So most of your posts will probably fall under only one category, but a lot of your posts will probably have 5 to 6 tags that are related to them. So now we'll move on to pages. So I'm going to go to pages and add new, and you'll see the interface is quite similar to posts. So we'll enter a title and some content. And one of the key differences here is that pages have parents, as we mentioned, because they are hierarchical. So you can set a parent if you like. Also, pages have page templates. And what this does is it controls the layout of that page. We mentioned before that posts have post formats, which control the layout of them when they're viewed either in the blog or in the archives, the category archives, and the tag archives. But the page templates control how pages are viewed. And a couple examples of page templates are full width and standard, where standard would be with a sidebar and your full width would not have a sidebar. And there are several other options for page templates like galleries. And you'll also notice that in this case, there is a section for featured image. This is a feature that not all themes support. Many themes support featured images in posts, but not in pages. So just be aware of that. And as I mentioned before, if you're looking at the discussion section, you'll see that we have allow comments as an option here. Now, there are a couple of ways you can get rid of this. One is just when you create a page, uncheck these options. Another would be to remove the comment section from the page template. And yet another would be to install a no comments plugin that will remove comment support by post type. So you can remove it from all your posts, or you can remove it from all your pages, or you can remove it from any other custom post type that you might have. All right, so let's go back and look at posts again. And let's look at that post that we were looking at earlier. So here is the page format that I was referring to earlier. And we'll set this to a status. And now let's go back to the category so we can see this post, how it is displayed within the category. So I'm going to click Control and View. And if I scroll down, you'll notice that's how it's displayed as a status. And then here is your standard layout for this particular theme. Each theme can define how each post format is displayed. There are actually a total of 9 post formats that WordPress supports. So this particular theme only supports 7 of the 9 post formats.